Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Lefebvre, and today we are going to do a sketchbook tour. So recently I finished my latest sketchbook, which is my floral sketchbook. I've decided to paint all florals in here, and I thought today I would go through all of the paintings, show you what I've done over the past year, and critique myself, see if I liked it or not. Spoiler alert, I don't like a lot that I create, but you guys can let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites. So let's jump in and take a look. Okay, so this is the sketchbook. This is an Etcher Lab sketchbook, which I love their sketchbooks. I have so many that I've completed over the years. This is the first portrait orientation sketchbook that I have from them. I believe it's an A5. I don't actually know, but it's not the smallest one. I think it's the medium size one. So let's take a look. And obviously the first page is blank because that is how I do every sketchbook. Oh, the first couple pages. Maybe it's not finished. Oh no, I remember. It's because these are kind of glued together and I couldn't keep it flat to start. So maybe we'll finish this video with a quick little painting at the end. Okay, so let's get into the florals. So I think a bunch of these, especially at the beginning of the sketchbook, are ones from my flower color guide book that I was kind of using as reference for these paintings. So this is the book I'm referring to. This is the flower color guide. Oh, I think that's this one. So yeah, a lot of these I used as reference photos. I will try and link this book below. A lot of artists use it as reference photos. So you'll see a lot of the flowers are from here. Okay, so we have these sweet William Catchfly flowers, which I don't remember doing. It's okay. This one I tried to use watercolor crayons with, which I love watercolor crayons. Wasn't thrilled about how this turned out, but I mean, it's bright and fun. Okay, and then these ones are from a series that I did with Jillian Boone from Brush Movement. You need to check out her channel as well. She did a color floral, I don't even remember what it was, but it was great. She did like 3 red flowers, 3 blue flowers, 3 yellow flowers, and then together we did a video where we did 3 pink. So you'll see all these. But I followed her tutorials for these paintings, and she's really amazing. So these are also from that book, which I really like this one. Wasn't a huge fan of my parrot tulips, but that's fine. These are the pink ones that we did together. So there is a video on this. Love the magnolias. I actually love how all of these turned out. And it was fun doing it with her to see how different they all turned out. But I was really happy with these pink flowers that we did together. I think that's one of the other red ones that she did. And then we went on to yellow. I feel like I've painted better sunflowers before, but they're okay. These daffodils are probably some of my favorite daffodils that I've ever painted. They're a bit more like limey kind of green. I don't know. I just really love the look of these ones. This is probably one of my favorite paintings in the whole book, which doesn't happen often to me. And then we have these kind of, they're mimosa. I actually like these too. These are a nice filler flower. And then we went on to the blue flowers. Wasn't a huge fan of these ones. I feel like I could try this again and it'd be better. But I did love these. I can't remember. I didn't write what flower it was or what page it was on, but this was one of her tutorials as well. Loved painting this. And this was actually the first time I painted with, where is it? One of the, my huge container. This isn't even all my brushes. One of my flat brushes. So I bought one from Princeton, and then eventually I created my own with Craftimo, but this was the first time I ever painted with this shape, and I absolutely loved how the flowers turned out. And I also learned how to use that brush from Jillian. So again, check her out. And I think that was one of them. These are asters that I was just playing around with. I think I saw some outside. Love asters. They're just so pretty, and I love the purple, and I tried to make it like a very cool green to go with it. These hellebore are from the Flower Color Guide book. I filmed it, or what I thought was I filmed it, or I deleted it, but I was so mad. This was a tutorial, and then it got deleted somehow. I don't know how, but I do like that painting. Then I was gonna do a tutorial on like some spring flowers, and I hated how all of these turned out, so I did not post that. I felt it was just kind of, I don't know, underwhelming. This was a tutorial. I can't remember if it was for Patreon or just YouTube, but just trying to get back into my bouquets. Hadn't done one in a while. Wanted to come up with something springy. Oh, and this is from the Flower Color Theory Guide, which is kind of an expansion of the Flower Color Guide book, but there's more bouquets and arrangements. I don't love the book as much, but it's great for color palette ideas. Okay, this was, I think, a tutorial, or it was my quick time lapse, and I think this might have been too. Love these tulips, actually. Didn't love these. Love the color of these, but I love these tulips. And just the way they turned out in the shading, these were a lot of fun to do. So if you're ever looking for a tutorial from me, because I don't think I'm going to find all of them to link below, you can always look up my name, Emma Lefebvre tulips, and all my videos on tulips will come up, or Emma Lefebvre anemones, and it will come up. So if you're ever looking, just type in those keywords and you'll find them. But I do really like this one. Oh, and then I went on my tulip spree. So I went to a tulip farm, which was so much fun. And I got to pick, I think it was like 12 tulips. They were so beautiful. I was so inspired to paint. And I did a tutorial on these as well. I don't love these. Love that one. This tulip was so much fun to paint. It was just so beautiful. And then I did more, which again, I don't love these. And it's weird because like tulips are some of my favorite flowers to paint, but didn't love how these turned out. I don't know. You can let me know. All right, then I did some peonies. This was a tutorial. This is the first time I've done peonies in this kind of style, and I really enjoyed that. And then this, I think I used as a time lapse. I tried to make it a little bit more detailed. I don't love it. Meh. But this one I actually really enjoyed doing. And then I feel like these might be Patreon tutorials, but I can't remember, or I was just playing around. I really started enjoying painting this shape of flower. They're not actually emulated after any specific flower, kind of Cosmo-y, kind of anemone-like, but just I liked the petals and the shading, and then this kind of abstract center. A lot of fun to do. So you might see a couple more times this with just different color palettes. I love a blue and orange palette. This was a lot of fun to do. This one I just painted for myself with some irises from the Flower Color Guide, which I really like. I was really into like a ultramarine phase recently, which if you just add white and a tiny bit of purple, you get lavender. So I was using a lot of ultramarines and lavenders for this. And then I tried to do some looser kind of hydrangeas. Was okay with it, but not my favorite. Do love painting hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas in general, but these looser ones, I don't know. You can let me know. Then again, these were just playing around. Oh, I think this was for a tutorial, and I was just like, bah, hated this. I was just trying to have fun. I think this was for maybe a live on Patreon. This was a mess. I didn't know what I was doing. Some daisies in a jar. I actually really love painting daisies. This was a lot of fun to do. And then I tried some roses in a different way. I do like how this one turned out. Wasn't as fond of the side view. I was really trying to figure out, I think this was a Patreon live that I did. But it was fun because I got to chat with people and just play around and discover new things that I liked or didn't like. But I do like this single rose and that bud and these leaves, but not this one. Okay. And then, yes, these were also Patreon live, I think. This was a lot of fun, these lilies that are so loose. I actually really enjoyed painting these. I love the looseness of them. I love the color. And then these as well, doing a certain technique. They're just soft and kind of really, light flowers. And I like the color palette as well. Okay, then I got into these, I think. I can't remember if I did these live or not. This might have been part of the live as well. I do a lot on Patreon. So if you're not a patron member, you should be, because it's fun. And we get to chat, and I play a lot on Patreon, especially during the lives. And I just kind of come up with things and take suggestions, and it's just fun to connect with others. All right. But I really loved this color palette. I think I went through a little phase because I was doing it on other pieces of paper too. This like peach and like plum color with the olive green. Really love these kind of poppies. It's kind of like an autumny palette, which I really like. Can't remember. That's a Patreon one, which is like fruit, but that was still fun to do. And then this was a YouTube tutorial using a new palette, I believe, right? I think, which was fun, just loose, easygoing flowers. This was a mess. I don't know. Sometimes I just start my day and I just need to like put paint on paper. And I get the question a lot of what should I paint? And what I'm going to tell you is that not everything you paint has to be a masterpiece or even finished necessarily. Sometimes just you need to get paint on paper. And even though like I'm looking at this is kind of like a blob and like the colors are all muddy and it didn't bloom the way I wanted it to, I will tell you that I am inspired by this color combo, this like turquoisey blue and pink, which makes me want to revisit that. So even when you feel like you might not have, created something worthwhile, you do try and look for little things that inspire you so you can replicate them for another time that might turn out really well. And then I do love these two colors together as well, the lavender and the burnt sienna. And then this is my most recent tutorial about layering. So I do have one more page at the back. I don't know if I'm going to paint today. Maybe I'll just paint I haven't painted anything today. So maybe I'm just going to finish this book off with a quick little time-lapse painting to finish off my video and finish off the sketchbook. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And that was my little sketchbook tour. I don't know if you guys are as interested in these sketchbook tours as I am enjoying just kind of talking about my past work, but you can let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed it and you enjoyed this little time-lapse painting. And there you go. So there is my last painting. Like I said, take some things from or inspiring pieces from other pieces that did not work and use it in a new painting. And this turned out way better than the other one. So that was a lot of fun to do. I learned something from one that did not work out. I realized I needed a lot less of the blue that was going to bleed everywhere, which I did. So it's a bit more vibrant and less muddy. And yeah, I do like the way that turned out. So there you go. There is the tour of my latest sketchbook. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on all my other platforms for tons more content. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.